I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave them leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
How you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top up?
Yeah.
Stop, bitch, you get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's wop up. I know you know Ron.
You the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a bit for his mama. He fucking up them commas, be honest, he seeing decent though.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good. His knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle, he got stuck up for his bundle, but them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
Bitch, he got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all, he right back in the hood. I see you try to play me, you gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars wanna amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it, remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying, I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try, so until we meet again.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we've been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we ride, they send the military and armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it.
Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in the tenant truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LA. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings all feel. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with it. At the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse the imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate making to the featherweight. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a road. Hold up, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold up, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick break. Can't be serious. You a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy. I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the go, bring him to the bush.
Sometimes sometimes life can be a little messy. But with next-gen Nuvella Performance Fabric and
They said free the Palestinians, then celebrate the death of Native Indians. How these other races gon' take us serious? They don't. It's silly thinking you can fight oppression with a vote. I'm so woke, I got sleep deprivation. Belly of the beast giving birth to a nation. You know how I feel to have culture and they take it. It'll never be peace. Tell them free the reservation. Till it's backwards. They don't know that they exist no more. Ever try reaching out for help and you just get ignored? Pick up vices like drugs, your child fill a void. They get a youth life sentence for a killing. He was just a boy. Niggas poor, what we living for? Life a gamble, it's like 10 or 4. Police hands around your neck, they just hit record. We in war, man, this ain't the norm. But you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know. Mama on the stage crying. She just lost her only son to gang violence. Pops level 4 yard talking through the fence. Have you ever tried to hug your loved ones through a fence? Have you ever been hated just because your skin? Have you ever worked all week and couldn't pay your rent? Life a trip, I'm trying to catch my balance. Every step feel like I'm walking backwards. Credit card, but God check the balance. I come from where it's rough, that's why my heart callous. They want you to fall weak, that's a war tactic. Look how we live, what's scary than that? What you know about crossing the Darien Gap? Risk your life to live in hell or bury your kids. Either way we gotta suffer and they just get rich. Life a bitch, why I waste time telling you that? Cause if you ain't a nigga like me, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know.
Look at this, John. Look at this, John. Right.
First star, I'm really that nigga. Truth be told, I'm a noble figure. Local niggas, they be so offended. What's word? It's global business.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. All y'all niggas in the same school and all that?
Hell, fuck yeah.
So none of y'all niggas smoke weed?
Fuck no.
Don't fold if you say you win it. I was voted to it, now I'm in it. Can't control, just the highest limit. Killing shit, but just an honest living. Gotta get it on top of wishing. Time is now, better pay attention. In my city, you can feel the tension. A terror squad, no pun intended. This ain't for you, but I recommend it. They know we coming, better clear the entrance. Shit get deep, but I keep digging. This how I look when you keep winning. Overtime, I had to take the hint. Shine bright, sit behind the scenes. 1-on-1, I ain't in the mix. Ain't what you thought, better get a glimpse. Came up from a pedal bike. Press the brakes, I ain't never liked. Whole time I was taking risks. They don't play with me cause they know I'm going nice. Round form, I ain't even started. Transform, I ain't here to bargain. You on watch, better move a caution. Chains on me, I don't do this often. No error, this shit's flawless. Reach for it, you become a target. It ain't worth it, better keep walking. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. To get the moving like Pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. It's about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like Pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. Don't wanna hear all that street shit. Me and my niggas on defense. Wonder who I was in my past life. Don't even matter in that peep this. Remember the days when I was a trooper. Stay on the path and it won't confuse you. Far as all, I'm the one to do it. I roll on eights like a flight maneuver. Try to trick me, I ain't never moving. Camouflage, I can blend into it. They better ride, I don't do the Ubers. Let them talk, I don't hear the rumors. A little suffer ain't really nothing. The way I'm stomping, better play the trumpet. You see me coming, better get the running. If they see me coming, better get the running. You ain't never seen it, you ain't never witnessed, you ain't never noticed, you ain't never focused. I was really waiting, I was really training. Sick and tired of being patient. I ain't never doubted, this was in the making. Use what I got, not in the waste. A rapping and singing can never drink it, but I'm from the bottom, so I gotta make it. This ain't rapping, it's a damn warning. Late night to the early morning. Got a vision, I planned it out. Try to stop me, but I kept going. I study plays, now I'm in the game, and it's all the same, but I had to change. You'll never crash if you in your lane. I can take the loss, cause it's all a game.
Yo, what Casamigos being English? Drunk.
All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. It's about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed.
All right, shalom, Israel. All right, test 1, 2. Hope y'all can hear me. Now this prison officer, the Rock Israelite School of UP. Hey, Salaki, could you turn that camera for me just a touch? Yeah, so I don't know if I bumped it or not. Turn it to get the Israel, this right here in that corner on the screen. Just keep turning it to the other left. Turn it to the right there. This one? No, the other way, slide. Keep going, right there. Yeah. All right, so Israel, it's like we are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We've been established and teaching the truth since 1969 under command of General Yohana. This is the Monday Night History class, and we'll be talking about the downfall to come. Now, this could be like I might make this a part 2 series, and like on the next class that I teach on, I'll start bringing out a lot more artifacts, a lot more pictures and stuff of that nature. For today's, I'm going to talk about a little bit of the downfall of Israel and the downfall of our. And this is going to show you how righteous the Most High is and how unrighteous us as people of the planet. I'm going to say it like that. Of course, we know that our oppressor is numero uno of the most wicked beast of all of the land. Like he is the most. There's nothing that's shortcoming to him. Like even with his a little bit of laws that he might put in place, or laws that humans might put in place, he's still more beastly than the beast. Like you can see like a feral animal outside in the street, you be like, how can he do it to this young? Well, that's a beast. That's an animal. They have no laws for that. They don't have no intelligence to say that this is morally wrong, or this is sick. Our oppressor, move the laws without him. He's still a beast of the beast. He acts just like a feral animal. He acts just like the beast. Like I can't think of a beast that's more wickeder than our oppressor. Right. And I can think of a lot of stuff inside the animal kingdom, the things that happen. People like, man, I would hate for that to happen. For example, a seahorse. I can't forget which one it is, but one of them, once they mate, the other one has to die. This one, he dies. But we don't want to get some cookie. And you gotta bite the ghost after that, bite the dust after that. Hell no, I won't get no cookie. I know I have to be alive immediately. Same thing with like a black widow spider or the black widow. Like once it mates, it automatically kills the host. Things like that. There's certain things that happen with insects that happen with animals. And it's just a part of nature. Like when some of them get unalive or they bite the dust, whatever the case may be. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because our oppressor does the same exact things. At least with the insect, with the beast, or the sea creature, that they don't have any laws. They don't have any moral compass. They don't have a system put in place. They don't have a government to say, this is what you should not do. This goes against your nature. That's their nature.
Right.
And our person is doing the same thing. So what one must apply? I tell you what we must apply. That maybe he's that sea creature. He's that land beast. He is the beast. There's no greater vicious animal than our oppressor. Our oppressor oppresses himself. He oppresses the Lord's chosen, which is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and African Americans. He oppresses the ocean. He oppresses the fish, the animals, and he's making his way to space right now as we speak. He's making his way to space. So, what should we do with a beast like this? Like, how can we manage? Well, we can only pray that we separate from our oppressor mentally. We separate him from him with our love, and we separate from him as far as like a social status of like how we conduct ourselves in the world. Like, let him have all that he desires. We should just come back and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because like I said, like when people talk about us in the truth, and they've been talking about like you in a fake ass cult, you ain't real, you ain't this. Hey, listen, us following the Bible doesn't make us bad people. Like, I've never met nobody who genuinely follows the Bible and became a bad person.
Right.
Like, never person who, like, this is actually, you can say, like, I met this guy, he follows the Bible 100% and he's a horrible person. I never met one. Now, for you sisters out there, you might have an issue with polygamy, but that's about it. If you minus polygamy, you should be a sister really happy. Nothing. And that's not exclusive for the Bible either. That's just a man. It's been like since the beginning of time. Like, this is what black men do. But not just black men, it's just what men just been doing. The point I'm bringing out is that when people come up against us, we're not the evil ones. We're not the ones. We're not the ones. We're not the evil ones that out there harming anybody. Like they treat us as if like we're the Ku Klux Klan. We're not. They treat us as like we're that run rampant gang that's out in the communities, destroying the communities, or where they sleep and stay at. They treat us as if like we're the doctor that could have saved the child's life but chose not to because they didn't have health insurance. They treat us as if like we're the scum of the earth. And when you look at like all that's going on inside the earth, we are not the scum of the earth. We're actually the chosen of the earth. And there's nothing wrong with a person who wants to keep laws, statutes, and commandments. And how dare they identify someone for saying they want to follow what God said to do. They're going to have to be a downfall that's going to come. And we're going to get into a few scriptures. The first scripture we're going to go into Proverbs 16 and 18. That's going to be the first scripture we're going to get. So I want to go over a few scriptures about the downfall of not just our oppressor, but for us as well, where we went wrong at. Let me pull the scripture up for y'all real quick while I speak on this. Also, if y'all got any questions, just type your questions in, and we're gonna start off at 16. So like Proverbs 16 and 16. Proverbs 16 and 16. I'll pull the screen up. Give me 1 second. Likely Proverbs 16 and 16. Now, man, I'd rather have all the money than to be the smartest man in the world. Now, that ain't what we're talking about. We're talking about having wisdom. Like, what good is it? You're going to have so much money and you don't have the intellect, you don't have the knowledge of how to keep it, or how to grow it, or what to do with it. Right. If you got it, you're just going to get out your own money, and then you're going to have zero. Then you're going to have nothing. Right. Zero. So, What good is it to have these riches or the wealth of the world and you have no knowledge? You have no wisdom. Wisdom is important to have in these ages and these times. Now, I give you one reason why. For those of y'all who are familiar, we're gonna go do a little bit of revisionist history. When COVID came and the grocery stores didn't have that much food, or your SNAP ran out, food stuff wasn't available, or they just didn't have no money. Well, the credit cards the computer shut down. All that money you got, because today's current goal is really money.
Right.
But if you don't have it in cash or have it in gold, literally, what good is your money now? What good is your money? Like, what can you do with it if the stores is closed? Like, I had a slave. I had a slave, and I was in the store in my slavery, of course. And they closed the store down. Closed the store down. It was supposed to close at 3, but the boss was like, "Hey, look," they're like, "Hey, King, look, we ain't got time for these motherfuckers stuff. We ain't got time for everybody trying to get in the shop. We trying to go home too. It's Thanksgiving. I want to see my family too." So at 2:30, tell everybody we closed. We're gonna let the people out. You tell okay, people, but I got you. Hey, y'all, we closed. Oh, real, man, let me get you some money. Hey, big bro, as much I want to take your money. The manager right there, they said, "Well, I'm like, I can't do it." "Oh, okay, no sweat. I appreciate it. Yeah, you cool, you got it." Why am I bringing this up? Because when the store is closed, the store is closed.
Right.
What good is your money now if the store is closed? But if you had some wisdom, you should know, hey, maybe I should have stocked up on these bills real quick. Maybe I should have a contingency plan. Let me do right by some men. Let me do right by some women. And let me have people in place that way we can feed off each other. We can help one another. We can create like a barter system amongst ourselves. So that's why it's so important to have like the wisdom, because what good is gold if you can't spend it? What good is having money if you can't spend it? Or if the stores are closed, what would you be able to do then? All right, Colin, you ready? You already got to pull it up?
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs 16:16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding ready to be chosen than silver?
Let me tell you something. It's good to have this type of wisdom, because we're going to go into some scriptures right after this. We're going to go into 17 and 18 and 19. It is good to have the understanding in these times, because one, we never understood like how the Most High treats us. We never understood that dynamic of how we're supposed to be. Could you imagine you growing up and all you heard was like, your daddy ain't this, and when you're a son, you're around your daddy, all you listen to is Too Short, bras ain't nothing but tricks. They all built for certain types of services, but never talked to honor nobody.
Right.
Women was taught that the dad ain't nothing, men ain't nothing, and men was taught that women ain't nothing but a dumpster to see. So now you got two kids, a little boy and a girl, going to be men and women, and they already are opposed to one another based on how they grew up. And that creates the further tension, it creates further divide, orchestrated by our oppressor. But here we're gonna get to some understanding. All right, let's go from going 17.
Kind of verse 17. Now, how way of the upright is to depart from evil?
What is the evil of the earth today? There's no wrong answer. Any evil you can think of or you can surmise, we'll go with it. Give me in the chat on here as well. Give me one blatant evil that you can think of.
I back here, but a lot of people sell drugs.
Trapping still big. I ain't heard much from the big boys, but they might be, maybe I'm just so
Yeah, it depends on,
not associated.
like music wise, it ain't popping like that no more. But yeah, I don't think that
It's still Can't tell what Two J said kids watch. I guess they ain't promoting like that no more. But yeah, that's the evil thing we should depart from. See another evil that I'm seeing so much of, and it was so ironic about this, because what happened, the dialogue into slavery, and I asked the question, trying to think how I can word this without it being censored on me. So, with that to slavery, and I was having a conversation, I posed the question is it possible for an actor to perform certain acts and not be the actor they are, or have a separate lifestyle? One thing, what am I saying? Is it possible for a woman to have a same sex, what you do like a kiss scene, two women there, they act. She kissed another woman, but in her life outside of being an actress, she's a wife and she has a husband and she has kids. Is it possible for her to do that act, to play a certain role for the Rainbow Coalition and not be a Rainbow member? Go ahead.
Well, if it was me, I'd say no, because that's just like even a man, like you willing to go that long to sell for some money, that means you've been wanting to do that anyway.
So you're saying no, as in they not part of the Rainbow Coalition, or no, they are?
Yeah, I'm saying like no, they are like.
Yeah, come.
Like, basically, your question is like, can you so proud of a wife or you a husband, but you the countries,
Yeah,
and they want you to play a gay role.
yeah.
Can you play this gay role and then go back to your regular lifestyle? I feel like no, you can't go back to your regular lifestyle, because if you was able to act this role, I feel like that's something that you've been wanting.
Okay, so you've been wanting. That's good. That's good. I'm under the impression. Okay, she said, I don't think she should play that role. Yes, that's the part of the rent. Absolutely. Here's the reason why I brought this up. It came to my attention, some broad on Housewives. One of her names, I don't know, not Candy. One of them used to have like 2 or 3 husbands, and now she has a girlfriend. And they was talking about it, said, well, how can she be of this age, like in her 40s or something, and now decided she wants to be a part of this community? And I said, they've probably been like that. Now they start talking about acting. And I said, they said that if they act and all they did was just a kiss, they're not part of the community. So I had to up the ante. I said, well, what if there was an actress mattress? Do everybody know what an actress mattress is? Okay, fine. I said, what if she's an actress mattress? And all she said was she didn't do nothing. And she did something. She said she didn't like it, she didn't enjoy it. It was just her job. So therefore, that means she didn't cheat on her man.
Oh shit.
For those who don't know what an actress mattress is, we're gonna say a porn star. Corn. Now, how can they do the act but not be part of the act? That right there, I couldn't fathom how they still think that don't make any, it makes sense to them. I don't see how a woman can go perform the duties of relations to another man under the umbrella of a star, like actress mattress, and then she said she go back home to her husband and said she never done nothing, did not the act of cheating or adultery. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's when I was looking at Facebook earlier, and they were talking about females that have sugar daddies, and it was like how the boyfriend was, they say we kind of white.
Yeah.
It was like how the boyfriends be into it too, like, oh yeah, go ahead and get that money up out of them. But moral of the story, the girl had a sugar daddy, and he wanted to meet up with her. He really wanted to screw her.
Yeah.
But he was like, hey, look, I'm tired of goddamn asking you. I got 30,000 for you right now. And so she was like, well, give me 5 minutes. Let me think about it. Went back to the dude.
Yeah.
And was like, but he said, God dang, I know you said you wanted me to get a PS5 out of him, but he said he got 30,000 that he'll give me if he let me do it. If I let him do it to me right now. And he was like, oh shit, go ahead and get it. But it's like, how can you?
He's a pimp. Yeah, he's a pimp. And this is what it is. So what we're talking about is like how to depart from these type of evils. And the moral of the story is that I came to the conclusion that when it comes to straight men and straight women, a lot of times the straight women will give a pass to their community. And I say I'm of the mindset where like I don't pass out passes. I don't. If you're part of the community, we gotta call balls and straps. You just part of that community. There's no way around it. There's no way I can be around someone who would say things like that to me, and we be in the same space. So you gotta be able to depart from these type of evils and know how to separate yourself from like work life and social life and private life. So when it comes to like depart from evil, you gotta make sure you keep things away that you don't let no one uh dim you down. Like you don't want to make sure they can get to a point where they can just like suck you into thinking like, oh, it's just okay. It was just a pick. No, no, no. What you mean it was just a pick? Yeah, like they were like they said, well, it wasn't relations. He had on the jimmy, he had on the hat. No, it still was the same hat. You're not gonna like sully me down into thinking otherwise. Right. You gotta be able to depart from evil and be able to catch the signs of it when it seems like it's so innocent. It's only for the money. Yeah, it's what they tell us. And like that type of evil, they were justified. And then once you get down to the nitty gritty, they'll start saying, well, like, well, I was on that Hennessy. Oh, now he was on that Henny, huh? And Henny did it. No, just say it. You was curious or you are.
It just gave you courage to do it.
It gave you courage to do what you want to do. All right, and then on that in 17.
Kind of. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul.
Man, that's what you gotta do. You gotta make sure you depart from all manners of evil and thinking. All right, let's go to 18.
Verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
Now, why is it so important? Now, this is the pride of America. This is the pride of Israel. This is the pride of our oppressor, and this was the pride that made us fall. But it's gonna come a time like we gonna rise up, and our oppressor's gonna fall. Like that pride that he has, and how he can just mistreat the Lord showed the people, and think that he can get away with it, and think that it's okay because he's in rulership right now, because he got the money right now. Keep going.
Okay. And they haughty spirit before it falls.
Like this was going to happen to our oppressor, and this is what happens to the Lord's children when we don't do right. We're going to drop that. Let me see if it goes 14. I'm going to give me 19. So,
okay. Better is verse 19. Better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly.
Like, come down here and humble yourself. Don't be so high and righteous and all up in these parties. Be all up there bumping elbows with these types of people who has to do God knows what to maintain certain statuses.
Just diddying around.
Just diddying around. As he said, exactly what it is. Just diddying around. And you know what's crazy? I'm not one to say about to be a whole big conspiracy theorist, but it is interesting that you got guys who get a boatload of money and then start to turn it down. For example, I give you one, Charleston White. Now, I'm not sure how true it is. He might have just been talking, but I think the point was hit. What made sense. He said, I'm going to stay in my $5 million range. I don't want 20 million because I might act a fool. And I don't want what comes with that 20 million, as far as with those who are in charge. That's what he said in a couple of his interviews. So he's telling you now that, hey, there's a certain strategy that you got to get to have this type of money. I'm cool on the lower level end. Go ahead.
Kind of like Dave Chappelle did when they tried to offer him all that money and he got ghosts.
But Dave Chappelle, the interesting about Dave Chappelle, they did offer him a lot of money for some other stuff, but half the money they owed him was from like the Chappelle show. He had like deals like on the back end. If it does so well, he's supposed to get paid a certain amount. And when they didn't pay him, then they offered him some other stuff. That's when he jumped ship. Yeah, so he jumped ship. But he came back. Well, he got that 20 million now, though. He getting it now, for sure. All right, we're going to drop that. Let's go to Proverbs 12 and 6. And of course, I got some videos for y'all. Oh, I can't wait to play me. It's so good. Got some good stuff here. So, this is what we got to deal with when it comes to like the wicked. This is who we have to deal with. And this was going to always remain until we learn how to separate, until we can provoke the Most High to send in Christ to redeem us. Okay? Awesome.
Yeah.
You already got
Okay.
6.
Okay. Proverbs 12:6. The words of the wicked to lie and wait for blood.
Let me tell you, that's what they do. Like, who thinks for blood more than our oppressor? Like, as a matter of fact, he wants it bloody. He don't even want it cooked. Like, he wants it gory. He wants it to be an epic scene. Even though, like, we're gonna watch movies, like, we don't really care to see all the gory stuff. I mean, we might watch it, you may have happy because it's in war or whatever, but no one has ever asked, like, oh, make it more bloody. Make it more gory. Let us see the eyes get gashed out for real. No, we just like, oh, he did a scene, he killed him, oh, cool. He got to go make it so real, like he's sticking a sight on the side, you see the rib cage break. Like, again, another thing. Anybody can play Mortal Kombat now. Now they do like certain scenes, you can see like the skull shaking inside the brain, the eyes and the veins and stuff. That's all impressive. Mortal Kombat 2. He wants it gory. He's wicked. Like, that's what he's for the wicked that move away for blood. And that's who we're dealing with. Like, we cannot trust this man. We cannot trust this beast. This is an animal that you cannot tame. This is an animal that you cannot cage. Because if you manage to cage it, it will only be caged for a short period of time. Right. This is an animal that must be put down. So keep going.
Okay. But the mouth of the upright shall deliver them.
And that's where you got these priests today. The upright came back into the earth in 1969. That's what you have today. These priests that you see here. The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. And we're going to get into some videos just real quick. I'm just going to get through a few of these scriptures. We're going to go to Ezekiel chapter 3. We'll start at verse 7. Because we got punished for our ways. We definitely did get punished. This type of punishment that's come to us by our it's too much. It's too vicious. But what good father wouldn't punish his own? All right, go ahead.
Okay. This is the book of Ezekiel 3:7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me, for all the house of Israel are imputed and hard-hearted.
That's crazy. Are imputed and hard-headed. We're hard-headed. Yeah. That's just like, okay, when someone's so hard-headed, when evil comes for them, do you feel sad? Well, that's a real question I got for everyone's watching. And here's what you have an answer. When evil comes, do you feel sad? That's a question. If you have to type it in the chat. When evil happens to anybody of our people, we ain't got to talk about our person for a second.
So it's not people and they doing evil or are they not doing evil?
Let's go when they doing something evil.
Well, according to the Christian church, everybody goes to him.
Okay. It's according to them, Con. They do say that no matter what you do, you're going to see them pearly gates. But when evil, should you be surprised?
Yeah. Somebody out there, I feel like it's somebody out there, you out here, you gang banging, you shooting, and you robbing, and you selling all these drugs, and somebody come to get that vengeance on you, right? Not me. That's what you had coming. That's the life. What they say, live by the God and die by the God.
Con, that's exactly what they say. Let me tell you something. When you see a certain amount of evil, I don't understand why anybody is still surprised. When you find out that you hear about some guy who got hit up at the club, gave about 15 shots.
I think he's just gonna shoot somebody else.
Yeah, and they just like, why did he do that little take? Why ain't hurt nobody? Excuse me. You ain't see him supposed to. He just dropped out 2 keys. We're gonna take pop people. Yeah, and you thought that his lifestyle wasn't gonna catch up to him? How could you think such a thing? How could you think that some drug dealer or some woman not gonna have something coming back to him? How could you think that some who got a whole bunch of tricks, who getting guys to give her money, she ain't gave up the cookie, or she got a boyfriend and a man at home, but she lying to him to go see what X, Y, and Z, or she playing guys like they not like one not to get emotional, and come see it. Like what broad thinks that like all these tricks, they don't want some back on the back end. If you have all these sugar that give you this money, you ain't got that cookie, they gonna come for that cookie. And one gonna get very emotional, very angry with them, and he gonna come see about it. Like what evil do you think that won't happen to you? Why is it that we think that we can do all these things and still say thank you God for waking us up this morning? As if God cared if you woke up this morning, especially when you're doing a certain amount of evil. Why do we think that we can play with the Most High and to be an actress mattress or to be a boyfriend number two to a bevy of other women, or we can be you know what I'm saying, some of these narcotics and think that God's going to be with us. And then when something bad happens to them, why would you be surprised? Why would you even feel that it was worth your tears to come? When an evil comes to an evil person, that type of evil is what they ask for. Who is surprised when you heard about some drug that they got 50 years in prison, but he got caught with like 45 keys of some heroin? All right. Go ahead.
I'm saying it's just like Luke, so like for me,
Go ahead.
like I said, Luke was just 32.
Okay, 6 to 32.
Okay. I think it's pretty simple. Kind of what bro, what we saying. Like you were saying, like who loves? I mean, how did you ask the question?
When a certain evil comes, who will feel sad or sorry for the evil?
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's basically like it popped up in my head like Luke 6 and 32. It said for him, ye love them which love you. What thank have ye for sinners also know that love them? Like would that be like would they kind of answer your question like who will love the sinner for who will love the wicked for when some wicked stuff happened to them?
Okay, let's reread it again.
For if ye love them which love you.
So they said if you love them, for the ones that love you, keep going.
What thank have ye?
So what thanks do you give them for those who love you? Keep going.
For sinners also love those that love them.
All right, so that was your question on that? He's saying that sinners gonna love them as well, so probably gotta go up to get a little bit more context of what Christ is talking about. Let's go. So, but sinners, now, to answer your question in hindsight, the man that's outside trapping, they got people that love him. You got women that love him. You got kids that love him.
Right.
Baby mama love him. His homeboy love him. Like, even y'all in the world, us in the, and I say us, even us in the truth, we got family members or loved ones that's in the world who's doing something wicked, you might still love them.
Right.
Like, you might have a brother who track or who be scamming, or you got a cousin who always stealing stuff from the store, or whatever. Or you got a relative that smokes stuff. They do evil, wicked things that's in the world, and we still love them. Like, she's doing something that's wrong, but that's my mom, I still love her.
Right.
I hope she changed her ways. Or, stuff like that. Hey, yeah, that he did this and he was wrong, but I still love him. Like, we might have those who are sin and they still love him. So, if you go read 33, it also explains a little bit more. If you go down to We read 33 as well.
Great.
Come.
Verse 33. And if ye do good to them which do good to you, what thank have ye? For sinners also do even the same.
Like he's taking like sinners also does these things. Like they also does some deeds as well. They get love as well. You gotta be able to separate yourself from the sinner. All right. And let's see what else we got. So this one here to get the full context, you have to read it's probably about 10 verses. But he's talking about like when you curse someone and when you curse someone and also like smack someone as well. It's like also like love your enemies as well. So as a matter of fact,
Next verse.
go 35.
Kind. Verse 35. But love ye your enemies, and do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again. And your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest. For he is kind unto the unthankful, and to the evil.
So gonna come a time when I give you time to repent. So like that's just talking about how you trying to judge and take actions on that sinner right then and there. Because the sinner is love as well. You can do something to the sinner. No difference of like you got some people who sold some fentanyl to your cousin and she died. Because there's some evil. But if you do some evil to that brother, the brother that sold that fentanyl, his love wants to come see you too. If you judge him for that, his love wants to come see you for that.
Basically, like,
Go ahead.
basically, like when Cain killed Abel and the Lord's like, nah, I'm finna throw you on out there. He was like, nah, cause they don't want to come and get me.
Yeah, they don't want to come get me. Like he got some love for us. But what I'm talking about is when the evil comes,
Right.
don't be surprised. So when we hear about the brother getting 45 years because he got caught with 17 keys, why would you be like, oh my baby, they gave him too much time? No, that's what happened to this territory. Now we always constantly out here robbing, and if someone ups it on you first, and we hear about you on the news, hey, my back wrong. No, that's what happened the last time. Go ahead.
That's like, say like the rapper Mo 3. He talk about all this killing and stuff that you done did.
And he was doing it.
And then when you get killed, everybody like, oh man, Mo 3, you shouldn't have did him like that.
Yeah. I up the ante on you, build up. King Von.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Everybody talking about all he got.
Serial killer.
He's a serial killer. And that's what happened. So who was surprised that something like that happened to King Von?
You shouldn't be surprised. That's how they talk about it.
That's how they talk about it. And that's how right now is driven. They want to buy it. And just look at the trend. It went from selling dope. Then it went from like, banging, the blood of the crib. Then it went from back to selling dope a little bit. And also a little pimp era came into it. Everybody getting all these broads, all the multiple women. Then it started talking about instead of selling dope, it went from you doing the dope. You get everybody going on these pills.
Oh, then don't forget about just James geeked up.
Geeked up, yeah. So you got the selling dope, you got the banging, then you got the women, then you got the doing the dope, and now it's not even about none of that. Now it's about getting the body. They don't want no money. They ain't trying to trap. They don't want no gang. They don't want no women. They want to get a body. That's all they want, and that's what we got to deal with. Let's go back and look at 2 more of these scriptures. We'll go back to Ezekiel 3. And let's just start off with 7.
Yeah, let's start with 7.
Okay, thanks a lot. Let's go there. We're going to read 8 and we're going to show you how these glasses are.
Okay, Ezekiel 3 and 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads.
Okay, you're going to look strong and be stand still. Keep going.
Okay. In verse 9. And the damn it, harder than flint.
Adamant.
Adamant.
Dwa.
As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead, fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
We dealing with a rebellious people. Like as hard as it seems to overcome for what they're dealing or that type of oppression, as hard as it seems based on the policies and the laws in place, don't fear them. Don't be out in the maze about what's going on or out in awe, but so shook up that you get thrown off your square. You are inside of a rebellious house. All right. So why am I bringing these things up? Well, this is what happened to our president. It is a downfall to come. Like their forehead is strong. They're stuck in their ways. All right. They won't change. Like I don't know who in their right mind would still be thinking about living life with this beast. As we go to Ecclesiasticus, and I'm gonna play some videos for y'all as well. Ecclesiasticus. We're going to Ecclesiasticus 12 and 13. Let me I'm gonna read the scripture first, and then we're gonna play this video.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, 12 and 13.
I should have asked you if you had a snake bite.
I had pulled. I think it's on that second one.
On this one, how many you got?
It's on. It should only be two of
This one right here.
them. This is another tab. I can say bling.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, come through.
I think because it shows a couple of.
Okay, come through. All right, let's go.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 12 and 13. Who would pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
Let me tell you something. Who will what?
Pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent.
You know what that's talking, right? No worries. I'll explain. Y'all know what a charmer is. They're like the guy that has a little coat of snakes and he be eating everything the snakes, like these East Indians normally always doing.
Playing music and all that.
Yeah. Don't. I got you. So we're going to get to the snake bite. We'll get to the snake bite. Oh, bite it real quick. That's what they're talking about. Who would pity a snake charmer if he was to get bit? There we go. Here we go. All right. When I say read, all right, let me see. I'm gonna look on here real quick. Okay. First, I'm gonna show this right here real quick. All right, I got you checking in. Let's reread 13.
Okay. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
Let me tell you something. Like, who's the charmer is that guy that try to get these snakes to do all kind of dances and come up around, stand up on his hind parts, whatever snake body parts. But who the hell knows? But my point is that we're making is if you see this guy playing with these snakes and a snake bites him, who will show pity on this man? Who will show pity? Like, oh, you got bit by a snake. Oh, how bad it is for you. How bad it is for you. So now I'm just gonna play it. Let me share this tab real quick. And we're gonna just rewind it. We're gonna play a little bit of the sound. There's the snake charmer. Oh, he got bit. Now, who will show pity to this man? All the people say, nobody. Now why? Now why is the scriptures talking about this? Who will show pity to this man because he got bit by a snake? Anybody? I know I wouldn't. I don't think nobody would. But let me see. Let's go back to the scripture and read the second part.
Okay. Yeah. Or any such as come not wild beasts.
What does that? What does that mean? Who will show pity to a stranger or any such a wild beast? Go ahead.
Basically saying like you going up the bears, lions and stuff, trying to trying to tame them, and then you get mad when they just like how people what's the lady that had the apes, chimpanzee, and then the chimpanzee turned on the ate her face, and everybody was mad at the chimpanzee.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. So I got another video, of course, but it was a little grainy, but this is another video. Like, who coming out with these wild beasts? Like the ones who like goes inside of an animal cage, you know, so with a tiger, and then that tiger, she's like, oh, I got him today. He had one more time to throw something at me. I done told them about taking pictures of me, and when I catch you inside this cage, I know what I got me today.
I've been sizing your ass. So
I've been sizing you up. I've been waiting on the day. Like, who can show pity to the guy out there in the jungle running wild with all the zebras and a cheetah get to his behind, or a leopard, or a jaguar? I got this video as we plan this real quick.
Okay.
These are a couple people who getting shot by wild beasts. And that deer or something got him by the leg or got him in his antlers or something. He ain't playing with him. Now, why he out there playing with the deer? Got him hooked good. They gotta get him off of him. He ain't playing with him. He said, I done told you about playing with that duck toy. Now, these are like alligators. Now, look at this man. Who will show pity on this type of beast? He out there playing with alligators. And when they catch you behind, we don't want to nothing. And when they catch you, don't say nothing. Who show pity on this? You can see if I can fast forward son to when he actually get caught. Got him. Oh, he couldn't. Oh, he took some meat with him. Oh, he got him right there. Oh, he got him right there. He caught him. He caught him one. Like, who will show beast? Who will show pity to the man who come out here with wild animals? But this don't count. That's an alligator. Well, I ain't fooling with it. I got some legs for the animal. He out there playing with these boars, and they get to preying on them. That's what the scripture is talking about. Like, we don't show pity to those who comes around us with these type of behaviors. We don't show that pity. All right? We're not gonna show that pity. That snake or that wild beast, or you inside that cage, you get a hold of your behind, you got it. Go ahead.
man, that's just like like you don't see too many of our people doing it, but when we see them doing it and then something happening, what's the first thing we say? Why was you even out there with that one?
Why was you even out there? Like, what's it like? We still time to wear dogs, and that's enough. Oh, we ain't coming. Hey, come out to the front door. The sign said beware dog. I ain't coming up. That's all we need. We don't need all of that. That's too much. It's too much. Now you got it. Now you shoot that dog on bite. Like, let me tell you something. When you do these things, this is gonna come and happen. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. Let me stay in the Apocrypha. Let's go to chapter 1. And we'll start at verse 12. We'll start at verse 12.
This is the wisdom of Solomon, 1 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Seek not depth and error of your life.
Let me tell you something. How do you seek depth in error of your life? How do you seek depth? Good, huh?
First, some people seek depth by becoming drunk, trying to want to take a whole bunch of pills or something.
That's one way. I tell you what. we're just talking about it because some of these things you're doing is of your own life, is of your own doing. Let's take up the actress mattress, right? Right. She's had one, she's already sleeping with all these tricks. And now she's also doing it unprotected. And now she get that package. She get that ish. Oh, that's seeking death. Oh, wait. Why you playing with yourself? Oh, no, it's easy to pick on something. Any brother or sister that trap. It's easy to pick on them, like, oh, you good, and like someone gonna rob or kill you, gonna go to jail. In the story. That's seeking death of your own life. And it says seek not death in the era of your life. I give you another one. Our person play with wild beasts. You thought that thing you're gonna be the next black crocodile hunter of stock. That stingray had a trick in his behind. Don't make me play it. Well, we all talked about it. Well, then he showed the stingray getting him. But we all know what happened. A giant stingray stung him and he had a heart attack and it was the end of him. And that's all it took. All right. Keep going.
Okay. Seek not death in the era of your life, and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hand.
Let me tell you something, like a lot of these destructions that come upon it, it's the works of your own hand. It is the works of yourself. It's the works of you doing this type of destruction on the earth, and that's going to breed more destruction to follow. That's going to be you, all that stealing you done. And you'll stole your way up to a new lifestyle. And then all of a sudden, a tornado tears down your house. Or a fire burns it down, you didn't have help, you didn't have home insurance. That type of thing, that type of stuff. Like, what would you do then? Now, that's the destruction of your own works. You know what I'm saying? You actress mattresses. That's the destruction of your own life. All right. Let's go read 13.
Okay. Verse 13. For God have not for God made not death, neither have he pleasure in the destruction of the living.
Like, God don't want to destroy you like that. God, he doesn't take no pleasure in, like, I created this to live and I don't want to destroy this. No good father wants to destroy. But you would if you have to. Every good father would if they have to. Every good father was like, I will punish this child if they don't adhere to my teachings, if they don't adhere to my rules. All right. But if you don't, that's what's gonna happen to you. Like, you're gonna let you find that death. It's gonna let you find that destruction. It's gonna let you write a check that your behind can't cash. So it's gonna let you get the smoke you want. If you want your issue, you're gonna get your issue. All right. We're gonna drop that. We're gonna go to Deuteronomy 23:6. Deuteronomy 23:6. Pull the scripture. So when we deal with our oppressor and we deal with the ways of him, we have to separate ourselves. We got to make sure that we don't come into anything of him. We don't have to go out and physically do anything to our oppressor. Like, we can hurt our oppressor just by us coming together. We can cause so much destruction to those who rule over us just by us stopping with our own destruction. Like, he'll have to come up with a whole new system, a whole new law to arrest Black people. If we stop destruction of our own hands, if we stop trapping, if we stop sleeping with another man's woman, if we stop getting emotional by giving money to these mattress actresses, we can avoid jail time. We can avoid these certain crimes that's going to put away for a certain period of time. We can avoid all of this hardship that we do to our own selves by our own hands. So that way we don't have to pull up the prisons. And once we do that, that prison system is going to drop. He's going to have to come up with a whole new system, a whole new crafty counsel to put us away. And that's just with the prison system. Could you imagine if we stopped with the nonsense, how much we raise our families, how much more we would grow, how much more money we can make, how much money we can take from them, like stop going to Planned Parenthood. Like if we stop on destruction, we can survive. Like I get another part of destruction. I got to get the numbers on it, but I'm still doing a little more research on it. But it was a lot of information that's coming out about women with breast cancer. And high percentage of this, then studies still being performed, but it's still a percentage of women who has breast cancer all had abortions.
Right.
Man, that's soothing in spirit. What is the connection between abortions and cancer? You understand? So that's evil. There's destruction done to you by your own hands. So we gotta put this on there. So there's a certain amount of destruction that you can do, and you can stop like destroying yourself. Then it's gonna be just you versus our oppressor. So when I say you, I really mean the Most High versus our oppressor. All right, let's go ahead and read what you got.
And okay, this is the book of Deuteronomy 23:6. Thou shalt not seek their peace nor their prosperity all thy days forever.
Who wants to be with this peace? Like we don't have to seek his peace. We don't need him. We don't need him. We don't need him around. We don't want him around. Let him have all of his riches. Let him have his what's it? The other white meat. Is that what you call it? The crab legs and pork.
Right.
The other white meat. Let him have his delicacies. We don't need nothing from this beast. Let him have all of the heaven that he can create. Let him have. We got to come back to serving the Most High. That's what we got to do. Let me see. This is one. Read. 5-7. It might be my last scripture. So we read that verse real quick. Baba Kishar.
Okay. This is the book of Deuteronomy 23:6. Thou shalt not seek their peace, nor their prosperity all the days.
Like who would want to be peaceful? Who wants to be peaceful for a beast? Like you have no desire to be peaceful to that cobra snake. Like I don't want it around me. I don't want to go near it. I do not want to be peaceful to that wild boar. I don't want it around me. I'm not going anywhere near it. You have no desire to be peaceful towards any beast that's outside in the field. I'm not going to go bother it, but if they come near me, I'm not coming at it with peace. I'm coming at it with hand on two. I'm coming at it to meet it with destruction. I don't seek their peace. Don't go around them, don't go bother them. Let them have their heaven. Let them have their kingdom and let it crumble. And when it starts to crumble, don't you go over there trying to fix it. All right? So the downfall is coming. The downfall is to come. And it's already here. We got the necessary steps about to take place, and that's what we have to do. We got to make sure we separate ourselves. Like, don't be so shook up. Come back to the part about loving your own kin, loving your own kinsmen, about you want to come together. How about we start storing up more food and how we get more things together? Start creating contingency plans, X, Y, Z, right? So with that, I'm in the class. I'm Priest Officer Duraki of the Islam School of UPK. This is the Monday Night History class, and that's been my time. Shalom.